Hey everybody, this is D Hunter, bringing another action figure review. Today, we're going to look at the McFarlane DC Multiverse Rebirth Supergirl. Supergirl here is a Target exclusive, at least in America, but I ordered this figure from the CMD store. Both CMD store and Figurine for All have her in stock and ready to ship. In addition to that, there's a Platinum Chase variant of the Supergirl. She has a darker paint job and is closer to the CW TV show. So let's take a look at the packaging. As you can see at the top, 22 moving parts, McFarlane Toys. This is part of the Gold Label collection. A Gold Label figure is simply a retailer exclusive, whether it be Walmart or Amazon or GameStop. This particular Gold Label is a Target exclusive, ages 12 plus. DC Multiverse Supergirl. Here she is in the package. She has a flight stand, a regular stand, and a collector's card. On one side, Supergirl from DC's Rebirth. Other side, Supergirl. At the bottom, a bunch of credits, and there's her barcode, in case it helps anybody. And on the back side, here's Supergirl posed up. So with no further ado, let's open her up. And this is part of a huge haul of figures I got today from the CMD store and Figurine for All the newest McFarlane DC Multiverse and 66 figures. Alright, now that this figure out of the package, here she is with all of her accessories laid out. She comes with a flight stand, a regular stand, and a collector's card. No traditional accessories. And to my knowledge, beyond the deluxe collector's edition figures, this is the first figure I think I've ever seen with both a flight stand and a regular stand. Anyway, she sure could have used some flight hands to go along with her two fists. So this is Supergirl from the Rebirth comics. This is a modern, normal, iconic looking Supergirl. Supergirl's real name is Kara Zor-El. She's the cousin of Kal-El, Clark Kent. This is a Target exclusive in America, and there's a Platinum Chase out there. I'm sure I'll get one soon. In the meanwhile, let's take a look. So personally, I think this Supergirl figure looks really good. Now, I've seen it getting shit on a lot on the internet because of the reuse of Catwoman's legs, and we will talk about that in depth in this video, don't worry. But her hair looks good, the sculpt is good, it's long, it's flowing over her shoulders. She's blonde, but you can see at least 3 different shades in there, very well done. The face itself, I think it looks pretty good. Not perfect, but good. The colors look fantastic on her. The Superman logo, I don't know if it's supposed to be gold or yellow in there, but it looks good. The choice of blue, the choice of red, all very well done. She has fisted hands, which is okay, but I wouldn't mind some flight hands included. Cloth soft goods cape, looks pretty good. She's got the red skirt. Now, the legs, this is the biggest complaint. The boots, at least from my pictures I've seen online, should go up to about here and should have sort of a V cut at the top. Instead, they were lazy. They took the Nightfall Catwoman's legs and just simply reused them. The boot cut is somewhere up here, and it's just a hot mess under there. I guess let's just go ahead and check it out. Alright, well, not so simple, but underneath here you can kind of see the boot cut, and then it's just red up there, not even painted flesh. But the truth is, you'll never see that unless you pull it up, you stupid pervert. I'm kidding. Sort of. But the truth is, it doesn't bother me that much. Yeah, it'd be nice if there was a little bit of flesh here. You could paint some on if you really wanted to. You don't see the boot cut, so it doesn't really bother me. It's a little bit too high, yes. It looks like she's kind of wearing leggings or something. But to me, it bothered me more on Batwoman than it does on Supergirl. Anyway, as a whole, I think she looks pretty damn good, and it's going to be a nice ally of Superman. And a closer look at her face and head sculpt. I think the hair and the face look good. Now let's check out her accessories. No traditional accessories. Let's look at the boring stuff first, although it's really all boring stuff. Typical McFarlane display stand, black pepper circle, thin, basic. And now for a flight stand. It comes in 2 separate pieces. When put together, it's going to look like this. It's got a transparent circular base. It says DC on it. It's got a peg for the peg holes in their feet. And then it's got this post that goes to the top. Top is a clamp to hold your figure. Can rotate, and it's hinged. Here's an example of the figure being held up by the flight stand. Now for a collector's card. As you can see, it's Supergirl from DC's Rebirth. On the other side, the description. If you want to read that, pause now. Now that we've taken a pretty good look at both the figure and her lack of accessories, now let's check out her height. From bottom to the top of her head, staying at about 6.8 inches tall, which can translate to just over 17 centimeters. Now for articulation. Starting with her head. Of course, you can rotate from side to side. You can get the hair totally over the shoulders. She can look up and down a very good amount considering the hair. They did a really nice job. Although, she can't really look up much. Down, sure. And that might be making it hard to get into a flight pose. It'd be nice for her head to go up a little bit more, but I get the hair's going to obstruct that. You can tilt her head from side to side at least a little bit. Shoulders, ball joint, about 90-degree bend. Butterfly joint between her shoulder and chest area. Increasing the range of motion and covering the large gap that would be there. Bicep cut. Double jointed elbows. Arms seem pretty thin. Her wrists can rotate and they're going to be hinged as well. Torso, she's got a ball joint. Rotate around, forward and back. Another one at her waist. Rotate around, forward and back. Between the two, pretty good range of motion in her torso area. I get a little more out of the waist than the torso in her. Legs only go out about this far. The skirt's going to obstruct that. Then go forward, about that much. Back, not at all. Double jointed knees. Thigh rotation, pretty much non-existent. And the ankles, forward and back. Rotate. Tilt, rock. And of course, to articulation. Here's a look at Supergirl, hovering above the skies of Metropolis. And here she is, in a flight pose above the city. Now stick around, next to some other action figures, starting off with some other Supergirl figures. Here she is, next to McFarlane's Injustice 2 Supergirl. And here she is, next to their Flash movie Supergirl. Here are all the different McFarlane Supergirl figures they've made so far. Soon I'll have the Platinum Chase variant, and that'll give me 4 different versions. And here she is, next to some DC Direct and DC Collectibles Supergirl figures. Then, next to some Mattel Supergirl figures. Here are all of my different 6 and 7 inch Supergirl figures. Now stick around, next to some other McFarlane DC Multiverse figures. Here are all the different McFarlane Supergirl figures I have so far. And here she is, next to a couple of McFarlane Superboy figures. Then, next to several different McFarlane Superman figures. Now stick around, next to some other recently released Target exclusive releases. Here she is, next to the Dark Knight Trilogy, Collective Build Bane, Jokerized Wave. And here she is, next to several more Target exclusive Jokerized releases. Then, next to the Target exclusive Superman vs. Doomsday 2-pack. And now, with even more Target exclusive figures, we have the Sinestro Corps Batman, Ted Corps Blue Beetle, then Impulse and Deadman. And finally, next to the Target exclusive Flashpoint Wave. Now check her out, next to some other recently released McFarlane DC Multiverse figures. Here she is, next to the GameStop exclusive Batman and Batraptor 2-pack Batman. And here she is, next to some recent Walmart exclusive Gold Label figures. We have the Vampire Superman and Green Lantern, then Black Lightning and Captain Atom. Then, next to the McFarlane Collector's Edition Wave 2 figures, Firestorm, Sinestro, and Hawkman. And now, next to the Amazon exclusive Batman, Clayface, and Batwoman Rebirth 3-pack. Here's Supergirl, next to the Amazon Atomic Skull vs. Superman 2-pack. And here she is, next to the Ultimate Batman Movie 6-pack. Then, next to some more Amazon exclusive figures, these are the glow-in-the-dark versions. We have John Stewart Green Lantern, Swamp Thing, and the Infected Batman. And now, with some Entertainment Earth exclusive figures, we have the sketch version of the Rebirth Superman and the Batman Who Laughs, then the Blacklight, Infinite Infantry, Scarecrow, and Joker. Here's Supergirl, next to the 2 most recent McFarlane Mega figures, the Justice Buster and Anti-Monitor. And here she is, next to the Hush Superman, the Tim Drake Robin, and both versions of the DC Classics Riddler. And finally, next to the Blue Beetle movie wave, we have the regular Blue Beetle, Carapace, and Battle Mode Blue Beetle. Now let's check her out, next to some action figures from different various companies, so we can see how she fits in, both scale and style-wise, in case you know which lines you can mix her with. Since she's a McFarlane toy, they're typically the 7-inch scale. I'm going to start off my comparisons with some of the larger action figure lines I collect, and work way smaller. But first, let's check her out with some of her McFarlane Toys brothers and sisters. In front of you are 5 different action figure lines, all from McFarlane Toys, all 7-inch scale. And now, next to some Jack Specific and some DST or Diamond Select toys, here's Supergirl, next to a Golden Potato. Then, with some DC Direct and some NECA figures, here's Supergirl, next to some Mattel and some Jazzwares wrestling figures. And here she is, next to some Mezco and some Mattel DC figures. Then, with some Mafex and some Hasbro Marvel Legends. And finally, next to some SH figure arts and some Jazz Wars Fortnite figures. So overall, Supergirl is a very nice figure, but she's not without her flaws. Now, the biggest complaint I personally have is I wish she came with some flight hands in addition to some fisted hands. But I'm not going to lie, the boot thing is an issue. They could have added a little cut there. They could have used some different legs. There's so many things they could have done differently just to make her a little bit more accurate. But honestly, the boots don't even bother me that much. It just looks like she has some boots going up above the bottom of her skirt. I think the color choice is very nice. The blue and the red, excellent. It'd be nice if her head could look up a little bit better to get her into some better flight poses. The cloth soft goods cape, it's long, it's pretty nice. If I were to rate this figure, I'm probably going to give her a 7.5 out of 10. Her articulation is pretty good. Accessories are non-existent. Sculpt and paint job are nice. I think her face looks good, almost great, but just something a little off. So this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked the video, press like below. If you have anything you want to say about the video, add to the comment section. If you want to see additional action figure reviews from me, press subscribe. I do appreciate when you do that. Once again, this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll talk to you guys real soon.